Now, the two movies I rented from the library. The first movie that I watched from the two was Nine. Um, the only reason why I rented this movie out was I've been I was kind of sick and tired of watching action movies, so I branched out. All right, it's not the first time I branched out. Now, Nine I only heard about through the Oprah show, and before you raise any alarms, I don't watch the Oprah show. Um, so I walked in one time. I heard Oprah talking about this movie, and she was really marketing it, calling it like she made everyone think it was gonna be a good movie. But when the movie actually came out, it opened up to some negative reviews actually, and I was surprised. I mean, like, if Oprah thought it was pretty good, so I rented it out and I watched it, and quite sadly, it felt a little. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it was very average. Like, I compare it to other musicals I've seen, like Wizard of Oz, Moulin Rouge, Chicago, and oddly enough, the guy who directed Chicago directed this movie, and Nicole Kidman from Moulin Rouge is in this movie, so you kind of can't help but compare this movie to these movies. And I there's not much I can really say about Nine. I mean, as a musical, the songs were okay. Some were good, some were like okay, or some were like meh. And the overall story, I guess the story for this movie is it's about a Italian director. He's lost his inspiration to write and make movies. So all these people are coming in, mainly women, coming in to inspire him, like through through different ways. Like, I know, what was her name, Penelope Cruz is his mistress, and Judy Dench is like his mentor. So each music number in this movie has to do with this guy. But where this movie falls apart is, I don't know, it doesn't really manage to stick out, I believe. And I can't really even remember any of the music numbers in this movie. I'm not saying it's totally bad, but it's one of those movies that just don't feel like, they don't feel big despite the budget they have, the budget this movie has. It just doesn't stand out against other musicals. Like, when I watched this, I was actually kind of bored and not interested in this movie. I mean, I honestly don't have a logical explanation as to why this movie's not was did not leave an impression on me. It just did not stick out, and maybe I can attribute this to the fact that I've seen this kind of movie before, that like this semi raunchy type of musical, like Moulin Rouge and Chicago. But at the same time, I don't know. You have to watch this movie and then come back and tell me what you thought of it. I mean, like, I honestly want to know. I honestly want to know another opinion, because I don't know, This kind of movie astounds me, since, like I said, I really don't have a logical explanation as to why this movie felt a little average for me. Like, honestly, I have no clue. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But before I leave, some things I'd like to note. Fergie's number in this movie was probably my least favorite. My favorite number in this movie has to be, what was it? It was at the dinner scene with his wife. No. The second time his wife sings. That was a pretty fierce song that she sung. You have to see it. And what else in this movie stood out? No, that's about it. So, like I said, watch the movie. then come back and tell me, because I want to hear another opinion.